Welcome to Talk of the Town Through the Years, where we highlight articles from the weekly Menomonee Falls News, this month highlighting February 1924 to 1964. February 1st, 1924, the Ford Motor Company enters the new year with a new product, an all-steel combination truck, body, and cab mounted on the standard Ford 1-ton chassis to be sold as a complete unit. The body is built of steel to withstand the most severe usage and presents a new development in construction. The loading space is 7 feet 2 inches in length by 4 feet in width and a convenient and practical depth. This Ford ton truck, complete and ready to be put into service, is only $490. February 8th, 1924. The severe snow and windstorms this week played havoc with telephone and telegraph wires throughout the country. It was impossible to send press dispatches, to dispatch trains by telegraph, and business generally was badly crippled. To overcome this situation, the broadcasting stations were pressed into service. Many local listeners who had not received their daily paper sat up all night getting the latest news developments as they were being broadcast to the newspapers. The news system proved quite sufficient to meet the emergency. February 1st, 1934. For several weeks past, painters, decorators, and carpenters have been busy at the old Eagle Hotel, dolling up and remodeling what was formerly the old bar room. It's now an entirely new aspect, a new Eagle Hotel, modern in every way, and it's hoped to bring back the business which this hostelry enjoyed in the good old days. Alfred Babcock has assumed the personal management of the new Eagle Hotel after resigning his position at North Hills Country Club as catering manager. The bar has been moved into what was formerly the pool room and converted into a typical old-world Bierstube. Massive tables and chairs now occupy the space, and a fireplace built in, bracket lamps, real spiffy drapes on the windows, and an array of matched glassware glittering on a new back bar gives an entirely new but pleasing atmosphere. Only the best foods available will be served family style. The grand opening of the remodeled hostelry was last Friday, and nearly 100 people helped in the initiation. A goodly number of local people were present, but fully 50% of them were from out of town. Music was furnished by Art Stone and his orchestra for the occasion, and the festivities continued until after midnight. February 8th, 1934. Beginning with our issue for next week, the News will publish in serial form an account of pioneer life in the town of Menomonee, Menomonee Falls, and Fussville. The copy for this series of articles has been prepared by Dr. C.H. Hilger, specialist in ambulatory proctology in Milwaukee. Dr. Hilger is a native of Menomonee, and he presents in his narrative such that will interest newsreaders, particularly the older people of this community. The series will be entitled Silhouettes. February 10th, 1944. Folks living in the second continuation of Hiawatha Heights will be pleased to learn that streetlights will be installed in the near future. Plans for this lighting were brought up about 3 years ago to the village board, but the priority question prevented its materialization. Now, however, it seems the government has seen fit to grant release for the necessary wire and equipment, and installation will be possible. February 27th, 1964. The three Seaman brothers, Robert, Irvin, and Edward, announced this week that the Seaman Company former business property on Main Street has been purchased by W.S. Good Sr. The property lies directly east of the Farmers and Merchants Bank. The Seaman Company moved its new location on Appleton Avenue in 1963. The 113-year-old historic building was erected by Jesse Nays in 1851. Messrs. M.F. Lepper and Simon P. Schlafer bought the mill in 1881. In 1890, Ira Rowell and Charles Mills bought the mill. Later, the mill was sold back to the Lepper family, who operated it until the purchase by the Seaman Company. And those are our stories for this month. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next month for Talk of the Town Through the Years on Falls Cable Access.